So today at Microcenter, we're going to take a look at the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. And this is a lightweight, awesome camera that's great for any extreme sports, extreme weather, or other scenarios where you need a very lightweight camera that can do a lot. Why don't we open up the box and let's check it out. I actually really like opening DJI stuff because their packaging is always done really well. And with the Adventure combo, you're going to have the Action 5 Pro, which comes in one little box, and then all of the accessories in another box. And then here, we're gonna have our extension rod. So this is what you can use for any kind of selfie modes or anything like that. All right, so the camera's right here. This just comes right out. There we go. So everything comes in this one little package, and this is crammed with a lot of functionality. So there's a lot that's packed in here. You can see the lens here has 155-degree field of vision, so you get really wide angle shots. The sensor is a 1/1.3-inch CMOS sensor with 13.5 stops of dynamic range. That is a lot of dynamic range, so you can get those really kind of bright shots if you go skiing or you go on a mountain, but all the way down to the shadows, you get all of that detail. Now you have waterproof up to 65 feet. You have a front and rear OLED display. This does have 47 gigabytes of internal storage, so you do get that added storage benefit in case you forget an SD card, but you can also increase the storage with any micro SD card as well. So the rear monitor is a 2.5-inch touchscreen OLED. The front monitor is a 1.4-inch touchscreen OLED. The resolution of the rear monitor is 400 pixels by 712 pixels. The front monitor is 342 by 342, so that's a nice square monitor there. So here on the side, you can see opens up really easily. That's going to be your battery slot right there, and this locks super simple. In the battery slot here, you can also see the micro SD card slot. So you can put your battery and then your micro SD card slot, cord button right up there, power button right here. This presses down, and that's going to be your USB-C, so you can do data transfer off of the internal storage, or you can charge this as well. This does have a fast charge option, so you can get 2 hours of battery life in about 15 minutes. And then for mounting any accessories, or if you want to put this on any specialty mounts, you have your mounting points right here along the bottom. So the Adventure combo comes with everything that you see here on the table. So you have your Action 5 Pro, you have the housing. This is going to be your battery charging device and also battery holster. 3 batteries are included, 1,950 milliamp hours for each battery. Then you have your charging cable, and then you have your mounting accessories and your extension arm that you can use. So this extends, and this actually extends really far. A little bit too big for the top camera to show. So my arm span is about 6 feet, so I think you're getting about 5 feet or so on this. So if you put the camera on this, you can get really, really, really far wide angles. So if you go skiing, snowboarding, surfing, anything like that, you're gonna get your entire body in the shot, but it's also very lightweight and easy to handle. And again, you get UHD 4K up to 120 frames per second. You can get 200 frames per second at 1080p, and then all of the frame rates in between from 2398 all the way up to 120 at UHD 4K. This does also shoot stills as well, so you get a 40 megapixel either in JPEG or RAW. So those are 8K resolution JPEG or RAW still images. And this does do audio recording as well. Battery goes in pretty easily. You just line up, you just take the contacts and you just line them up. Battery insert's super easy. Just close it. Hold down that power button. And there you go. Turns right on. Super easy. Now with activation, you want to use the app to activate this guy. I have the app already pre-installed because I actually am shooting this on a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 right now, which is kind of one of my favorite cameras to use for videos like this. I have 2 Osmo Pocket 3s, one up here and one down here, so we'll do a follow-up video on that. Once you have the app already installed, if you do use other DJI products, it'll actually pull up the device right away once it's powered on, so I can just hit connect, and then confirm the connection on the device, agree, allow all of the access, add it to my account, and that's it, we're good to go. And then it gives you a nice quick tutorial of how to use the product. So the shutter and record button, the quick switch button so you can change shooting modes. It shows you how to horizontally swipe around. So if you have the DJI Mimo app, you can actually view the live feed from the camera, and you can do this with most DJI products. It's actually pretty awesome. But you do have to make sure that you're within range of your camera. You can also exchange files from the device to your phone very easily. So it's a really nice way to just share all those files directly to social media without a laptop or a computer or any other device. And then once it's paired to the app, it's going to download the firmware. So that's just going to take a minute. I'll let it update. But while it's doing that, I'm going to get everything else set up and we'll get this onto the extension arm. So for the cage here, there's just a very simple latch arm that opens it up and gives you the space you need to just slip this right on. You can see it just slips right on there and just tighten this up, lock in place. And then they give you on-screen instructions, so it's a pretty straightforward setup to learn how to use the device. The shutter button and record button, you just press once to take a photo, or you hold down to record. Quick switch button, which is right here on the side, allows you to change the mode. So if you have different modes that you want to use, very easy to change that. Very good. And I set this to 4K, 24 frames per second, just to match the footage that I'm getting from my Osmo Pocket. Now we have footage, just recording here. So you can see, there we go. If you change it to the front, you can see that there's a selfie mode there, so you can see yourself, which is actually pretty handy if you want to use this for like a vlogging style camera. So this is what it looks like in the image quality here. So I'm here at my workbench. You can see some of the mess of the studio behind me, but you can also see my setup. I have a Osmo Pocket up here doing the top down, and then I have another one that I keep right here for the front. So this is actually a pretty fun way to shoot these. I might actually use this for some of our PC builds. This is pretty nice because I can get this up close and personal, or inside the computer, and just kind of get a real nice wide angle shot. You can see the distortion. As you pull back, it looks pretty fine, but as you get really close, there's a little bit of distortion there because this is a very wide angle lens. But this is a wonderful camera for any sort of action, sports, if you go biking, running, I mean, anything at all. And there's tons of accessories that you can use, and they're really simple to use. So this is magnetic, so it'll just attach, but you still want to put the latches in. The latches are spring-loaded, so you just push down, and there's a little bit of a click. There you go. You can feel that. And that's all locked away. And then this is pretty straightforward. This actually just goes right into the extension handle. You can just slide these together, and you're going to take one of these locking bolts and just slide that in. And this is what's going to give you the tension to sort of hold the angle that you want. So if you want maybe to tilt it like a little bit more towards you, and there you go. And pretty easy to extend. Pull this out just like this. So for instance, you can get a real wide shot. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you can really see everything that we do here at the studio at Microcenter. Also on the bottom of the extension rod, there is a 1/4-20. So if you do get some of the tripod feet that you usually get with the gimbals or the Osmo Pocket 3 or anything else, you can just screw that in real easily. You can just put this wherever you want. So all in all, this is a really awesome and easy to use action camera. I mean, again, this is meant for sports, but also if you just want something lightweight for vlogging or anything else, it's super simple, easy to use, high quality, and you can get this at your local Microcenter. So stop on by and talk to one of our knowledgeable associates about our wide range of DJI products, and we'll see you next time.